Hi guys, so we're going to be reading a fractured fairy tale today, a short story called The Other Frog Prince. A fractured fairy tale comes from an actual fairy tale that you've probably heard many times, just like The Frog Prince. And usually the princess kisses the frog and the frog turns into this amazing prince that she falls in love with. They get married and they live happily ever after. That's not going to happen in this story. So a fractured fairy tale will follow the same lines as an actual fairy tale, and it'll be very similar. It'll follow the pattern of it, but it won't be exactly like the fairy tale. It's fractured, essentially. And usually fractured fairy tales are silly or funny in some sort of way. So this is called The Other Frog Prince. Once upon a time, there was a frog. One day, when he was sitting on his lily pad, he saw a beautiful princess sitting by the pond. He hopped in the water, swam over to her, and poked his head out of the woods. "Pardon me, oh beautiful princess," he said in his most sad and pathetic voice. "I wonder if you could help me." The princess was about to jump up and run, but she felt sorry for the frog with the sad and pathetic voice. So she asked, "What can I do to help you, little frog?" "Well," said the frog, "I'm not really a frog, but a handsome prince who was turned into a frog by a wicked witch's spell. And the spell can only be broken by the kiss of a beautiful princess." The princess thought about this for a second. Then she lifted the frog from the pond and kissed him. "I was just kidding," said the frog. He jumped back into the pond, and the princess wiped the frog slime off her lips. The end. So you can see that followed some similarities to the Princess and the Frog, or the Frog Prince. But it was very different because the frog actually turned into a prince rather than just jumping away, and the princess wiping all the slime off of her mouth. So now you're going to be answering some questions over the next couple of cards about the frog, the other frog prince, and you'll also be doing not just questions, but I want you to make sure you're restating those questions, and I want you to follow along and kind of see what we can pull from our story, The Other Frog